when I get on the community tab and ask for questions, we're going to do a Q&A in the coming weeks, they typically say. So submit your questions in the comments below, which, by the way, if you're not paying attention to the community tab on the YouTube channel, please do, so that way you can participate in future Q&As that we may have. But anyway, one of the most common questions that I'm getting is people asking me, how do I decompress? What do I do to take my mind off the stress of politics? And here is one. This is from Demented Jester, who says, how in the F do you decompress after the amount of time you invest reporting on the mass hypocrisy, depravity, and lack of humanity most of our country seems to be suffering from on a daily basis? Whatever it is should be legalized, LOL. Have a great holiday break, bro, and thank you for your diligent reporting. Well, thank you very much for the kind words. I will say, I do not partake in anything that is illegal. Those kinds of things never interested me at all. That's not my thing and never has been. I'm not a drinker either, really. I don't sit down at the end of the day and have a beer. I'm not that guy. I don't do any liquor. I cannot drink wine. If I do drink a beer, which I probably do 3 or 4 times a year, it's going to be a normal light beer. I don't do fancy beer. I don't do any of that. But that's not how I decompress either. I'll do that if it's in a situation where, like, hey, I haven't seen these guys in a long time. We're going to have a fun night. What I do to decompress, number one, I have dogs and I have lots of cats. They are fun. The dogs don't know stress, right? They just come up to me as soon as I walk in the door. They'll bring their toys and they're like, awesome, you're home. Oh my God, we missed you. This is great. So I always have like a big welcome party whenever I come home just from the dogs. It's great. And that immediately helps to take some of that stress off. Spending time with my kids, doing things with them, playing Nintendo, whatever it is, playing outside. Those are things that also just help decompress because I'm not spending time on my phone looking for more stories. But I will say, it is fun going through and looking for these stories every day, which, again, I do it every day, even on holidays. I guarantee you I've already done it multiple times today, because sometimes you come across something and like that does excite me. Like I'll be scrolling through like Reddit looking for stories or going to the, the websites I check, and I'll see something and it's like, oh boy, this is a good one. Oh man, I can't wait. Like I really want to talk about this. So in the process of decompressing from work, working sometimes helps me to decompress. So there's that. So there's a lot of different things. In the summer, I'm in the pool. You're going to find me out in my backyard doing whatever, but I'm going to be outside. But now that we're into the colder months, even though we don't really have like cold where I live, it is mostly hanging out with the kids. My wife and I have actually been doing more solo trips as the kids get a little bit older and we can leave them with family members because they're not, babies that have to be monitored 24/7. My wife and I have been doing a lot more solo trips. We actually just got back from a wonderful trip to Dallas this past weekend. We've got one coming up. We're going to spend 2 days in New York coming up around her birthday. So we do a lot of that these days because that helps. It helps her. She's under tremendous stress. So we travel when we can. We just hang out. We relax. I love to cook. That is a great stress reliever for me. So there's lots of things I do to decompress from this. And thank you very much for the question. By the way, once again, want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, doesn't matter to me. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy some time off work. Decompress yourselves because starting next year and for the next few years, it's going to be a hell of a time and we're all going to need to find ways to decompress. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.